Order. Point of order.
I'm the one in the chat.
No, point of order. There is a point of order. Honorable Guang, let's listen. You see, colleagues, when you listen, you know how to rebuttal. But when you don't listen,
Right on,
Honorable Ogwang, yes?
Right Honorable Speaker, first of all, with due respect to my very good friend, the Honorable Leader of Opposition, we are aware that this House operates on the decorum under the rules of procedure. Mr. Speaker, is it in order for the Right Honorable Leader of Opposition to use the unparliamentary language of nonsense? Right Honorable Speaker, is it in order?
Now, honorable colleagues, usually colleagues, I make interpretations depending on the emotions I see running around. This is so painful to some people. If they call someone nonsense, then I would have a problem. But if the situation that was happening is nonsense, but not a member being nonsense, not what is in the house being nonsense, okay, then I don't have a problem.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Actually, Honourable Speaker, the biggest nonsense is beating up citizens. It's even nonsensical for anybody to defend it anywhere, in any space, anywhere, whether on the street, in the Parliament, anywhere. So I'd like to ask, Honourable Speaker, that you order this House to act on this impunity and we stop it. And I would like to ask, Honourable Speaker, if this is done again anywhere, on any citizen, I will lead any activity allowed under the law to make sure this House attends only to the business of ensuring the rights of citizens. Right, Honourable Speaker, I submit.
Thank you. Now, honourable colleagues, with the situation we are in, Honourable Chief Whip, Right Honourable Deputy Prime Minister, Honourable Chief Whip, the Deputy Attorney General, Minister for Internal Affairs, LOP, and whips from the side of the opposition. Please, we are going to meet in my waiting area. House suspended for 10 minutes.
Right, Honourable Speaker, I acknowledge the report of the Honourable Minister, but I would like to say that his orders are appreciated, but you should understand that orders on actions illegally done really do not matter. An illegality with or without an order is an illegality. And wait for action on the officer that have manhandled these honourable members of Parliament. For the record, Right Honourable Speaker, the members are 11, and I want this to be on record, so that when we are looking for culprits, they know the victims are known. The Honourable John Namtawe, woman MP of Masaka District. The Honourable Bet Ethel Nalima, woman MP of Wakiso District. The Honourable Juliet Kakande Nakabuye, woman MP of Masaka City. The Honourable Manjeli Chebakutika, woman MP of Jinja City and Deputy Opposition Chief Whip. The Honourable Nyakato Asinansi, woman MP of Hoima City. The Honourable Joyce Bagala Antoatwa, woman MP of Mitiana District. The Honourable Florence Kabugo, woman MP of Kasese. The Honourable Stella Isodo Apolot, woman MP Ngora District. The Honourable Helen Nachimuli, woman MP of Kalangala District. The Honourable Hanifa Nabukera, woman MP of Mokono District. And the Honourable Joan Achom Alobo, woman MP of Saluti City. Honourable Speaker, this comes at the backdrop of what you explained in your preamble, opening statement, that the honourable members had lodged a petition to the Speaker over this mistreatment. But, Honourable Speaker, They lodged the complaint in their own right. That complaint is not illegal, but to a public demonstration of their dissatisfaction. And would like to uphold, and this is where I want to challenge the Honourable Minister of Internal Affairs, to come here and tell the public whether demonstrations of a peaceful nature are illegal and unconstitutional in this country, so that we can know that they have a new constitution we are not privy to. That actually we are operating under two legal regimes. One that applies to some individuals. I have seen a one General Muhoozi, Kainerugaba, all over the country, a serving military officer, breaking the law, and nobody has touched him, even being escorted by ministers of government. I have seen NRM supporters demonstrating on several matters. I have not seen anybody touch them. Do we have the law for the NRM supporters and the law for the rest of the country, Honourable Speaker? Honourable Speaker, I would like to invite you, whereas the minister says he made an order, I would like to ask of you to work with that CPS and you see your members. And probably to work with the Honourable Minister to confirm that the culprits have been apprehended. You cannot do that. And can I say, Honourable Speaker, that the continuation of these activities are going to set this country on fire. And I will tell you, don't enter my house if yours is on fire. I can tell you, you're going to be, all of us are going to be in trouble. Whether you're support of whatever project, whether you're support of what nonsense, you are going to be all in trouble. All of us. And unless a difference of what is right and wrong is stated.
Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order.
Right Honourable Speaker and honourable members, you gave your guidance in the communication from the chair, and I do say, and Lope raised his sentiments, and I want to say from the onset that I share the same sentiments and concerns. I watched with consternation that clip. That brutality was absolutely not warranted. Even so, especially coming on the heels of Buvuma, which makes it even more objectionable. What we have done this far, and I'm surprised Lope says those honourable members are not yet released. We passed the instruction to release them unconditionally, and I'm going to follow through that one. Number two, I had people saying, I had members saying that the actions of
Colleagues, let's listen to the minister, and then we shall have a chance to react. Otherwise, we won't have, I don't know what we shall react to if we don't listen to the minister.
I had sentiments, including that it is surprising that it was done at the gates of Parliament. My view is that it shouldn't be done anywhere, whether near Parliament or wherever, and against anyone, not just members of Parliament. So to that extent, action will be taken. I want to promise this House action will be taken, and we shall inform the House.
Thank you. Leader of Opposition. Colleagues, honourable colleagues, let's resume our seats. We need order in the House. Honourable colleagues, I want to thank you for the patience. I want want to thank you for the patience, for waiting for us as we consulted as leaders, both in government and the House, over the unfortunate incidents of today morning. I want to report as follows. Number one, as requested by the Leader of Opposition, our colleagues have been unconditionally released. I want to thank the Speaker of Parliament, who herself drove to the CPS to follow up on the matter, ensure that our colleagues are released, and she even drove with them up to the precincts of Parliament. So I want to thank her on that. And Honourable Minister, I want to thank you for that commitment, for that order of which you had given. It's really, when you see the videos, they look ugly. There shouldn't be any sugarcoating. And these people are not working for government. Right, Honourable? You need to go, you investigate. These are not people working for the government you have. The people who are making this government get hated, our country get hated, they are saboteurs. You must go and investigate them. Number two, honorable colleagues, as you know, we agreed, as we had agreed earlier, the Prime Minister on Tuesday, I understand there is cabinet, but we shall work on it, but we had earlier said on Tuesday, the Prime Minister shall bring a statement with regard to this issue of stopping Women's Day celebrations, when the Minister for Gender guided all female MPs, women district representatives, to organize Women's Day celebrations in their area. Tomorrow I will be presiding over some. Now it's embarrassing, some were stopped, I'm presiding over others successfully. You know, it's double standards. And we might look as if we are part of it. It's very, very, and I know the Prime Minister has also presided over some, and the ministers and all of us. So we need the statement, which statement should include today's incidents, well captured, and the action taken against these errant officers that are destroying the image of our country and government. Number three, as the leadership of the House, be constrained with what has happened. We find it difficult to move on. I adjourn the House to Tuesday at 10.
What you discussed the other side. The bill was sent back to you. You had a meeting this morning. What did you discuss about? How are you going to handle this bill? Until when?
The anti-homosexuality bill was passed on the 21st of last month here in the House, and we sent it to the President. And Article 91 of the Constitution tells us what the President should do after receiving that bill. And I want to read that to you. The law says that when you read Article 91(3), the President shall, within 30 days after a bill is presented to him or her, A, assent to the bill, B, return the bill to Parliament with a request that the bill or a particular provision of it be reconsidered by Parliament, or notify the Speaker in writing that he or she refuses to assent to the bill. Now, the President wrote a letter dated 25th April 2023, returning the bill to Parliament. with a request to the Speaker about reconsideration of certain things in the bill. And one of them was distinguishing between a homosexual and the acts of engaging in homosexuality, because he wanted that it is the act that should be criminalized and not the person, like a person being a homosexual, knowing that maybe or suspecting that person is a homosexual. He wanted us to punish the act. And then secondly, talking about premises, because premises like a hotel or a lodge or something, a house, could be used for purposes of homosexuality. So he also commented on that. And he also commented on the duty to report homosexuality and rehabilitation of homosexuals. Because on rehabilitation, he was saying, this is a private member's bill, and so we shouldn't be looking at rehabilitation because it has financial implications. As a committee, we dutifully sat this morning and considered his letter, and we have come up with proposals as to what to do. We are going to have our report prepared, and we're coming back tomorrow to look through the report, to finalize it, and later on to sign the report. Because Monday is a public holiday, and we have been asked to present on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. There's a sitting of the House on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. But really, we finished today, having looked at what he had sent us. It was a 2-page letter. There wasn't much. Yeah, so we sat as, I had many members here today, full house, and we considered it. So as far as I'm concerned, the presentation will be there on Tuesday. I am sorry I cannot divulge what conclusions we came to, because it's not yet a public report. But once we get onto the floor, it will already have been uploaded on members' iPads, and we'll be discussing it, so then it will be okay. But for now, for you to know that we sat and considered his letter as required by the Constitution is good enough.
Because the article seems to be small, but looks to be bigger. Are you going to invite more people? Are you going to benchmark in one day? What will be your activity?
No, it doesn't require. We thought about it and we talked about it. It doesn't require the invitation of other people. There were simple changes that we shall end up discussing in the House, and maybe the other person is the Attorney General. So in the House, we shall consult with the Attorney General and the House, because we shall present the report and have those discussing it. So we don't require to call others for this in this particular case.
So you try to, you're going to just sit as a committee, discuss, talk, you are not going to invite anyone.
We've already sat and finished. Tomorrow we are going to consider our report, finalize it, and sign it. Ready for presentation on Tuesday. Because considering that Monday is a public holiday.
So you are done with that debate on it?
We are,
So
as a committee. Kyensobola okugamba kiri nti tutunuulidde ebiri mu bbaluwa President bye yayogeddeko ne tubyogerako ne tukonkludinga bye tugenda okussa mu report, naye siri wa ddembe kubabuulira kiki engeri ki gye twasazeemu. Kati mujja okubimanya ku Lwokubiri nga tuli ku floor ya Parliament, kuba report eyo tenabera public. Yeah. Enkya ffe tukomawo kumaliriza report yaffe. Yes. The President came up with 4 areas that he pointed out. We looked at them as a committee. It is normal for the President to send the bill back to the Speaker and ask that it should be reconsidered. So for us as a committee, it didn't shock us. This is normal legislative process. So we took it by the horns, we handled it, and we have agreed on what we are going to do. Tomorrow, we shall polish up our report, we shall discuss it, polish it up, and sign it. Because I don't think on Monday I'll get members to sign it, since it's a public holiday. And we are supposed to present on Tuesday morning. Yeah, but we are done with what we discussed here.
So does it mean that in your plans, if this bill your plans is likely to pass even in
I can't determine. I can't determine for the bigger house. They are the ones who will pass it in their wisdom. We shall present what we have as a committee, and then it will be up to them to take the next step. Yeah. Yeah, he was present in the meeting. He was contributing.
And finally, you are saying there is one member who didn't get minority.
Yes, so I was given notice that we shall have a minority report. And that is good because, I mean, in terms of the notice that I was given, he's doing the right thing by informing me because he's not supposed to surprise us. Yeah, we wouldn't have wanted a minority report, but he's not supposed to surprise us. So he has declared that he's coming up with a minority report. Yep.
Is this the same suspect? Is the suspect?
I can't tell. I can't tell. It's just a member. It is okay to receive back a report because the Constitution talks about the President either assenting to the report, or if not, sending back the bill to the Speaker and asking that something else be considered. If you look at Article 91, it will show you what the law is supposed to be. So what he did was within the law, and therefore it did not shock us. Tetulina bye tugenda okuyita kuba muzeeyi bye yawandiise mu bbaluwa ye bintu tebibadde bizibu byakutegeera. Naffe tutunudde mu mateeka ne twogera ne tulaba kiki ekisobola okuvaamu ebyo, era tukoze conclusion yaffe egenda okuteebwa mu biwandiiko nga report, naye tukkiriziganyiza wano ffenna okukola report yaffe. Naye nina memba ambuulidde nti tujja kuba ne minority report nga luli. Yes, kubanga amateeka gagamba nti bw'oba ogenda kuba ne minority report, memba oyo ayagala okuleeta minority report akutegeeze, talina kusurprisinga. Yeah.
Just briefly, without going.
Nga 21 mu mwezi oguwedde Parliament yayisa etteeka erikwata ku bisiyaga ne tuliweereza eri muzeeyi. Kati muzeeyi yakomezaawo ebbaga eryo ebbaluwa ye ya 25 mu Gwokuna ng'asaba wabeerewo ebikyusibwamu mu tteeka eryo. Ekyo kikkirizibwa Article 91 eya Constitution eya Republic of Uganda. So Parliament ebbaluwa yagizziza mu committee eno eyaffe eya Legal and Parliamentary. N'olwekyo leero ku makya nkiikidde wano nchairinze meeting eya committee yange ne tutunula mu bbaluwa ya muzeeyi. Tuyina ebirowoozo byaffe bye tugenda ate okuddamu enkya okutunulamu kubanga kati report egenda kuwandiikibwa okusinziira ku biki bye tukkiriziganyizaako kati enkya era tuddemu tugitunulemu tugipolishinge tulyoke tusayininge ate nga batutegeezezza nti ku Lwokubiri ssaawa 4 lwe tugenda okupresentinga report eno eri Parliament. Jjukira nti ku Lwokusooka lunaku lw'abakozi naye nga ku Lwokubiri lwe tugenda okuba mu Parliament nga tuweereza report eno. As a committee, we are done with the consideration of the report. We have come up with our proposals, but of the President's letter, but tomorrow we shall look at our report, fine-tune it, and sign it, ready for presentation to the House on Tuesday.
Then, do you think there's consensus in the presidential proposal?
Pardon?
Do you think there's consensus in Zay's proposal, the president's proposal?
Consensus where?
Through his letter, do you think there's consensus? You as the chair of the committee.
Well, in the committee we came up with agreement on certain things. Mzee has made pointers in 4 directions. We have considered them. Like I said, I cannot divulge to you what is actually in our report. But we shall know whether there is consensus or not when we go to the House. Because as a committee, we have done our part. We are going to finalize it tomorrow, and then we shall present it to the House. That's when you will know whether there is consensus or not, because we shall end up actually voting on it.
Some people initially were saying, yeah, this is a good law, this is a good law. But do you think you are duplicating what you had done?
No, but you see, we are within the law. I've just read the provisions of Article 91 to you, and it allows him to do that. If he looks at the law that we have sent him, the bill that we have sent him, and he feels that there needs to be an addition or a deletion, he has the right to send it back to the Speaker and ask that those changes should be made. Otherwise, he would have assented to it straight away. But he didn't. There's something that he thought was lacking, something that he thought needed to be changed in those 4 areas. And so that is what we have considered.
Maybe 2 questions. Some people look at repeating what we are doing here as to make Mzee happy. You are no longer making the public happy, you are now doing what Mzee wants. How do you look at this?
For us, it's not like we try to make either the public happy or Mzee happy. We work according to the law. Whatever is within the law and is right is what we do. So the law allows Mzee to send the bill back to the Speaker and to make his position known as to what he wants changed. That was done, and we have sat. So it's not pleasing or what, it's what the law says. Yeah.
So you would say, under what circumstances did you go to him? Because some people say it was not the formal thing, it was a private thing. That is still why you had to go to him. Some questions.
Well, we had a private meeting. I'm sorry I cannot divulge the contents of our discussion.
So why did you go to him? Because some people said it was not like a parliament thing. They don't feel it's parliament.
We are allowed to visit our head of state. Yeah. You should have come with us if we knew that you were interested in coming.